Hi everyone, how are ya? My name is Channing Glenn, and I just first and foremost wanted to say thank you so much for taking a moment of your time to just hop on and listen to me completely run my mouth, as that is one of my favorite hobbies. I have just moved from Birmingham, Alabama to the Los Angeles area, so just like absolutely everyone out here, I'm gonna go ahead and start a vlog because hey, why not? I feel like my story is a little bit different. I came out here without a job, not really sure what my long-term plan was, and it is obviously kind of a big deal to make a big jump like this at 26 years old, just to leave behind everything you know and love and are familiar with and comfortable with, to make a huge life transition and a life change. So if nothing else, I wanted to just be able to document this journey for me and to be able to look back and kind of see where I started when I moved here, how I was feeling, etc., and go from there and just see what happens next. I came out here on a very long and scenic, very fun road trip with my mom, Tia. I'm from Alabama, but she lives in Florida. So we came from Florida all the way to California, saw 9 states in 5 days, and just kind of saw the sights, did it all, and now I'm out here ready to just go ahead and begin this new journey. Like I said, it is nerve-wracking and a little scary, but exciting all at the same time, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. Here's a little montage of the road trip that we took coming out to LA. Started out at the beaches in Seaside, Florida, stopped for gas at Buc-ee's. My mom told me I looked like a ragamuffin in this outfit. The land everywhere in the southeast was pretty much flat and boring, so not a ton to photograph, but we made it through 5 states in the first day, and let's just say we were exhausted. Woke up early the next morning, had to run a couple laps in the parking lot before entering back into the vehicle and facing another 10-hour day of driving, which is not too bad at all. We had to treat ourselves to Jamaica shakes. What's wrong? And thank you, Jesus, we were able to take turns driving. Finally became a little more scenic when we reached the southwest. We went about an hour out of our route to be able to visit Santa Fe, New Mexico, where we stayed at this stunning motor court motel. They gave us no choice but to move forward with doing about 300 to 400 different photo shoots. We could have stayed and done it for even longer. Woke up early the next morning to be able to go explore into the city. Places just like this one at just about every corner where I was bamboozled into buying this hat off of the street. Had Tia bargain with the man to get me a little bit of a better deal. Did breakfast at this cafe. Loved the architecture, and basically everything about this city was very much our vibe. Then we were back on the road. Windiest weather I've ever experienced was in Arizona. Almost blew over at the gas station, and then we woke up to snow. Made it to the Grand Canyon, another place that me and Tia had never been before. The scenery was literally stunning. We didn't stay long enough to be able to do a full-on hike, but it was so pretty. And I just made the mistake of kind of assuming I was going to be full-on sweating at the Grand Canyon, but it was actually snowing on the mountains that day. Today, we were on day 3 of our road trip, another state down, and we have absolutely made it to Las Vegas. Decided if we were going to do Vegas, we were going to go ahead and do it big and blew our budget by staying at the Wynn Hotel that was so pretty and so nice. We did have to eat at McDonald's for multiple meals to be able to kind of counteract that. Please keep in mind that we were still living out of my car. That was an absolute disaster. The hanging bar had fallen down, living out of suitcases. This is a great synopsis of what we were working with. And then even though we had about $3 in our pocket at this point, we decided, hey, we will go ahead and still go see the Strip. Italy was so pretty this time of year. Had to get a photo reference, of course. Dragged Tia down to Caesar's Palace only because I could not leave the city without seeing Vanderpump Cocktail Garden due to my obsession with the Real Housewives. It was really nice. We did have to wait in a line outside of it for about 30 minutes, and we were completely starving at this time, but it was so nice inside, and the drinks were so cheap, only like $30 each. Waking up in Vegas vibes, although I was not hungover because we could only afford 1 drink per person. It was a beautiful day. All we really wanted to do was be able to sit back, relax by the pool, but we did not have time. We do have Tia out here looking like an absolute model. On the road, this time to our final destination. The drive from Vegas to LA was a little bit boring, but the one upside is there was no traffic at all. Thank you, Jesus. We made it to Tristan and Patricia's house, where I'll be staying for the next few months. stayed at this cute hotel in LA, not too far down the road from where they live. Finally got my Peloton out of my car. It was somehow still in one piece. We had no choice but to treat ourselves to brunch before heading on a quick hike up Runyon Canyon. And then what? I was hot. We had to spend an afternoon out by the pool. Went on a little drive, saw some of the sights. At this point I need to hire Tia as just my professional photographer. And then we were back at the hotel for our last night together. And next thing you know, Tia is trying to leave me and head back to Florida, which is random. I thought she should move here as well. After she left me, it hit me a little bit more that this is where I'm here to stay and not just a fun road trip vacation we took together. So, anywhoozits, that was the road trip. So much fun and something that I will look back on and remember forever. I loved it and loved spending that time with my mom. Who have made it this far to the end of the video. Thank you again so much for listening and watching. And if there are any suggestions that y'all have for me out here, or anything that you want to see me go see or do or try, I will be absolutely more than glad to do that and share it with y'all. Interviews, sightseeing, all of the things. I will just continue to keep y'all updated on my journey.